I came here because of the trades, and I want to learn data processing, key punch operating. Most of the schools don't have it.
I like to be a nurse when, after I get out of school, and there's a dental assistance class that prepares you for a nursing career or doctor's career.
The school I was going to, I guess it lacked something that I was looking for, and so I just came here and thought maybe I'd find it, whatever.
I just came to Tech because I had two sisters going here, and they both said it was good, and so I thought I'd come and try it out, and I kind of like it. It's got a good. I like the mechanical parts of it.
Is that what you're majoring in?
Yes, sir, aeronautics, and I just enjoy working with these things, and then it sets me up for a career in life.
The highest compliment that can be paid to my students is, you can use your hands, you can think, and you have eye coordination, finger dexterity, mobility, and that you're able to not only learn, but you can produce something. You are not only creative, but as you see around here, these young men working, they have confidence at the age of 16 and 17. And even though we're steered here, we're going to make the best of it.
Vocational education often brings to mind scenes of a dank, dreary, greasy-floored auto mechanic shop or a classroom of wall-to-wall typewriters. While typing and auto mechanics are still very much a part of the technical education scene, they are by no means the complete picture. Fort Worth has long been a leader in vocational education in Texas, with the schools offering everything from computer programming to aircraft engineering. And the man who deserves much of the credit for the Fort Worth program is a former principal, and the man for whom Greenby Trimble Technical High School is named. He is now serving his second term on the Fort Worth School Board.
Too many academic people feel that preparing people for the workaday world is beneath education. To me, it's part of education and very necessary.
I get a little bit uptight about it because they do so much when they were told they had so little. I'm afraid they didn't give them the opportunities to find out really what their aptitudes were.
So with our students today is that their parents influenced them to stop working with the hands because that's all they ever did. They wanted them to sit up with a white collar and white tie on. But when all the jobs opened up, they didn't find them. We can get a job anywhere in Fort Worth today.
Data processing, we had this past year, last June I'm talking about, 32 graduates. And out of the 32 graduates, 15 of them went directly into data processing jobs at rather high pay. 7 went into a related area, and that is into the business offices doing jobs that were related to data processing.
Minority students now make up close to 80% of the school population at Tech, and that raises questions. Are minority students being steered into vocational education? And are black and brown students automatically being written off by teachers in non-technical schools? There are those who have different answers, but one fact can't be overlooked. Tech High School is proving that blacks, browns, and whites can go to school together and get along together.
They get along well because they got one thing in mind. They want an education, they want confidence, they want security, and they're not afraid to go after it.
I really don't think that vocational education is being designed for the minorities, nor do I think that the counselors and principals are steering, and I put quotation marks around steering, students into the vocational program.
Well, I think at the present time, the thing we need to do is to have an advertising program to emphasize the importance of vocational education to the community as a whole.
One thing that we need to do, two things really, I suppose, would be to enlarge the existing program and to have more offerings in more of the high schools. And another approach would be to work better or more cooperatively with the community. And by this I refer to our Partners in Education program, whereby the students are in school part of the day and actually go out into industry and utilize the industrial plants and business establishments as a training station. They become our laboratory.
We're having a very difficult time in getting new teachers to go into the newer areas because we go to industry first. And we like our teachers to have at least 7 years of employable experience out there on the line, knowing what the public wants and the price to the consumer and so forth, to bring those experiences in. And then we can show them and help them become teachers. It's the master craftsman teaching the trade or the profession.
You take technical high school, it gives all of the work for college entrance, plus specific training where a boy or girl upon graduation is prepared to go into the workaday world as skilled workers, technical knowledge, and we've had a lot of them, many of them, who have gone right out without college training and have advanced right on up the ladder. And those who want to go on to college, they have not been penalized.
What do you plan to do when you leave Tech?
Go to college and work as an aeronautic engineer, and then I'm planning to go into the Army.
Well, I plan to go on and be a computer engineer, and I hope data processing gives me the background for it.
And I'm learning how to run an offset press and different presses, and I like printing. That's like what I like to do, and someday I'd like to own my own shop, and this is the place to start.